We are PH7 Thanks for watching.
Hey, window cleaners, it's Myron with PH7 Today I'm going to talk to you guys about RO Performance. The reason I want to do this is because I want to show you guys how the RO performs better with the pump. Now this is a brand new machine, and I did some testing yesterday on it. I did the 24-hour pre-soak on the RO. We recommend that you soak our machine or any other pure water machine, the RO, give it a good 24-hour soak time in water before you use it, because the RO will perform better after it soaks. Yesterday I did this test and I was getting 12 parts per million. So today we're going to make a video on it and see how it's performing, if it's performing better. The first test we're going to do is we're going to perform it without the pump running. We're just going to use regular household pressure, which will be between 35 and 45 psi. And we're going to do our measurements. I'm going to show you on the camera so you can see what the machine is doing. I believe I have the pure water coming out right here so you can see it. So you can see what the machine is doing. So let's get started here. I already have the system all primed. It's ready to rock and roll here. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up our RO pure water side here. A little bit of pressure in there just from sitting. And we're going to bring the pressure up to about 35. Now, if you're ever at a location where you have no power, but you still want to use the pure water system, this machine will still work just like any other system that's on the market without a pump. We're going to set it here at about 35 psi. Now, whenever you do this, you still want to have a little bit of dump going out. In the worst case scenario, if you have really bad pressure at a house and you need the most pressure as you can to a pole, you can still run it through the RO and close the dump or the wastewater all the way off and run it through the DI filter to do the final cleaning. You are going to lose a little bit of pressure going through the DI though. If you can run the pole off the RO, it would be better because you're not going to lose that pressure on the DI. So, just to show you here, this is our starting water, which is at about 195 parts per million. Hopefully you guys can see this. 195 parts per million. Okay. Now we're running at about 35 psi. With a little bit of wastewater going up. Right now we are running at 9 parts per million. What about 10? Running at 8. Now we're at 7, which is really good. Anything below 10, we can wash windows. And just to remind you, this is coming out of the RO only. We are not using the DI right now. And you can see how much water we're making. Obviously now we don't have a lot of back pressure from the tubing of the pole. So you're going to make more water with less back pressure from your tubing. I only got a couple feet of half-inch hose here, so there's really no resistance for the RO there. So right now we're running at 6. And we are running at 35 psi. Oh, we're actually running at 30. So let's boost this up here a little bit. Well, that's because the house pump, usually with house pumps, you know, you get that fluctuation between the pump on the house running and then it shuts off, and it runs and it shuts off. So you're going to give a little bit of fluctuation in the pressure on the house. Again, we're at 6. So, unless you're, now this is at a house. Now, most houses in my area, they don't have very good pressure. 30, 35 psi. If you hook up to city water, maybe you can hit that 50 psi, 60 psi if you're lucky. And in that case, the machine will perform good at 60 psi. Anything below like 50, you know, you get below 40 down there, you know, you're just going to make less and less water without a pump. So we're going to reset this test here. We're gonna let the RO dump here a little bit, and we're gonna start up the pump and run it with the pump, and then we're gonna show you the measurements that we're getting from the RO. We did get the RO ratings down to 6 on household pressure, but we're gonna show you that with the pump we can get that even lower. We can make the system run even more efficient with the pump at higher pressures. So we're gonna start the pump here. We already have the RO pure water side open. We're going to restrict the wastewater now, or the dump, and we're going to bring the pressure up to 80 psi. 80 psi on this RO membrane is the most efficient pressure to run the system at. So we're going to run it up 80 here. You can see the water that's already being made. Like I said, this machine makes a lot of pure water. If you have a tank system, see right now we're at 7. Okay, we're starting to purify. We're at 4. We're at 3. So it's getting cleaner and cleaner as it runs here. The dynamics of the RO are coming together. And then the pure water is getting cleaner and cleaner. We're at 2 right now. Okay. Here we're at 2. So 2 is probably where we're going to end up. That's probably the lowest that this is going to get. As it runs here, I've noticed on machines that the longer they run, if you wash with this for an hour and you recheck it, it could be at 1. I've had some places go down to even 0 on an RO membrane. But it varies. Water chemistry will change from every location around the world. So the machines will work differently in different locations. My water here is pretty good. And a lot of people that we have done testing on this machine, they have really good results also. Another thing to note is that if you have a static system, if you have a van or a truck with a tank system and you like using your tank, you can, like on my truck, I have a static system and the PH7. So what I like to do is when I have a big job, I'll pull off my tanks and have a couple guys wash the windows off with the water fit pulls. But at the same time, I'll have this machine running and filling the tanks. Because the less back pressure you can put on to your RO system, the more pure water you can make. For example, if you have 200 feet of 5/16 tubing hooked up to your RO, there's that much more resistance for the pure water to flow through that tubing. So, time you get to your pull, you lose the amount of pure water that's being made. For instance, for example, if you're making a gallon a minute here, time you hit your end of your pull at 200 feet, you might only have half a gallon a minute. So, all that resistance in the pull or in the tubing, is consuming all the energy. If you have a static system where you're filling a tank, if you only can run like 3 feet and fill a tank, you're going to make a lot of water. I know this machine here, we tested performance, makes about 1.3 gallons a minute. And you can see it's really performing right now. We're making good water, and we're at 2 parts per million. We started at 195 parts per million. Machine's working excellent. So we're going to do the shutdown now. We're done doing our test. We're going to open up the waste, let the RO flush out, come back here, close the RO hookup. Now just for the camera, I'm going to speed it up. Normally we recommend people at least to flush the RO for a minimum of 2 minutes. I prefer 5 minutes, especially if you're in an area that has high contaminants in the water like rust or just hard water in general. You want to flush all the contaminants out of the RO that you can. So we're going to shut this off. Shut off your water source. So here today we showed you how the performance of the RO, how it works better with higher pressures. You still can go to a house, if you have no power, you still can use the machine, it still will make pure water. We're going to do a video on that, and we're going to show you how the performance on my water here runs through a pull. Every location is going to vary. like I said, water chemistry changes from place to place. But we're going to show you the performance of the machine in that way. As you've seen, that once we get up to the 80 psi range, this machine works at its most efficient area, I guess you could say. We got the proper amount of dump wastewater going out, proper amount of pressure to produce good, clean, pure water, and everything's a win-win. We don't have to use the DI in this case because we're already down to 2 parts per million. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Even if you don't have a PH7, any pure water system, I'm just trying to make it known to people how machines work and how they work better. It's our whole reason we want to do videos. We do want people to own a PH7 because me and Caleb both believe that it's a very good system, and both me and him and many other people that have bought a machine are very happy with it, and I think you guys would be too. So we're just going to try to make as many videos as we can to show you the performance. We're going to use a lot of different equipment. We're going to show you different equipment that we use, and hopefully it can be things that can benefit you as a window cleaner to help you be successful in the window cleaning world. So again, my name is Myron. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm part of PH7PureWaterSystems.com. Caleb will be putting all the information below this video, so if you want to contact us, you can either contact us through Facebook or at our website. If you would like to buy a machine, a PH7, you can purchase them now at PH7PureWaterSystems.com. You can use your PayPal or credit card on PayPal to purchase the machine. Again, this machine sells for $2,295, free shipping in the continental USA. Thanks a lot. Keep washing, window cleaners. We'll talk to you later.
Find us on Facebook at PH7 Pure Water Systems. Thanks for watching.